Fast food. Quick, easy, convenient, cheap. All great attributes when trying to choose a meal. But what if I told you these establishments had a dark side? Would you care? I wouldn't. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Vince, and today we are back with another reaction. Today we're reacting to the food theory, the dark history of McDonald Land, aka McDonald's. Now, we're finna react to this eating McDonald's. I got me a 10-piece nugget meal right here, and we finna react. I don't know what made me want to react to it, but we finna react.
McDonald's hamburger, please.
The year is 1971, and that'll be 28.
One McDonald's hamburger, please.
The year is 1971, and that'll be 28 cents, kid.
What an unusual thing for you to do to specify the year, but okay. By the way, what are those?
What the heck?
Why would you fill this family restaurant with these creepy monsters?
Creepy? What are you talking about?
Where are the
It's
eyes doing
1971.
that?
That's what kids like you are into these days, apparently. Hey kid, you alright?
Sorry, I gotta go make a YouTube video.
What?
I have no idea what that is.
Right, 1971.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, where our ice cream machine is almost never broken, and for that reason, you should probably buy some Food Theory merch. These are actually your final few days to pick up these items, so don't be distracted by my—
Ice cream machine never broken. Yeah, this clearly not a fast food establishment, because you know every time you go, you know what I'm saying, to get something from McDonald's or something, everything's broken. You can't get no shakes, you can't get no drinks, you can't get no burgers. The stove broke. They out there selling cups of water, the currency cups. That's it.
stellar modeling theorists, the merch line is what you gotta be focusing on right now. Then, theorists, in a previous episode we discussed the incredible origins and expansion of the McDonald's Corporation, masterminded by the legendary businessman Ray Kroc throughout the 50s and 60s. I said in that episode, and I'll say it again here, if you haven't seen the movie The Founder yet, do yourself a favor, put it on the watch list. Seriously, it is fascinating. But today I'd actually like to pick up where our previous episode and The Founder both leave off, because as fascinating as McDonald's origin story may be, it's hardly the most interesting era of McDonald's history. For my money, that would be the 70s and 80s, when McDonald's went all in on marketing to children and firmly established themselves as the go-to fast food chain worldwide as a result. How exactly did McDonald's go about hooking Gen X on their products so effectively, you ask? Illegal stuff. And the moral of today's story, friends, crime sometimes does pay. And it all begins with just one word: McDonald Land.
What do you mean sometimes does pay? If you don't get caught, 9 times out of 10, crime 100% pays. That's like robbing a bank. If you didn't get robbed, if you didn't get caught for robbing a bank, crime would have 100% paid. That's easy money. Don't do it though, because you're going to jail.
To McDonald Land.
Dad, you are John?
Of course it's me, and all of your other friends too.
I've always been scared of him.
Look around.
Okay, so if you're a bit confused by what you just witnessed, don't worry, you're not alone. If you're a millennial of a certain age like yours truly, you probably remember bits and pieces of the McDonald Land era the way that you remember bits and pieces of a creepy dream. The fiberglass character statue of Ronald McDonald and his friends, the burger stools that were basically too slippery to sit on, the
I don't remember
playgrounds
that.
where kids got to pretend that they were in jail for some reason. These were the McDonald Land parks, the predecessors of the Play Place ball pits and the Nintendo 64 kiosks that we all know and love today. And they were wildly successful at getting families to eat at McDonald's until they basically got sued out of existence, and not for the reasons that you might expect. See, when Ray Kroc began franchising McDonald's restaurants in the mid-50s, one of the first things he did was write a letter to Walt Disney. The two men actually knew each other from when they served together in the same World War I ambulance corps. Small world, right?
Is Ray Kroc the founder of McDonald's? Let me make sure I'm paying attention. I know Walt Disney, obviously, but wouldn't his name be like McDonald?
This point, Walt had just opened up Disneyland, and already the theme park was connecting with American families in a way that was undeniable. Croc's letter expressed his desire to put McDonald's franchises inside Disneyland, but ultimately the two businessmen were unable to make the deal happen. Croc, who wasn't exactly the type to take rejection lying down, started thinking about opening his own McDonald's theme park in LA. Ultimately, though, he settled for smaller McDonaldland parks at numerous franchises across the country, and the McDonaldland cast of characters, starring the definitely not creepy clown Ronald McDonald,
Definitely
were brought
creepy.
to life shortly thereafter in Saturday morning TV commercials.
Ronald's gonna take you on a trip through McDonaldland. There's thick shake volcanoes. You'll even find a French fry patch.
It's
Ronald's
no
friends
way.
in Gen 1
No,
McDonald
it's no way they thought that was a good idea. There's no way that got past the drawing board, bro. Bro, why would they think that was gonna capture kids' attentions? That made kids not want McDonald's, bro. I don't like how he looks, bro. He's built. Just like Chuck E. Cheese, they changed the design of Chuck E. Cheese now. Back in the day, there used to be just a big rat walking around Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know if y'all remember, but, dude, who signed off on this?
Land included the Professor, a mad scientist type whose shtick was thinking up inventions like the perfect burger, only to be reminded that McDonald's already has that.
Hamburger.
It worked. It worked. Well, almost.
There was also Mayor McCheese and police officer Big Mac.
Study harder and have a cheeseburger.
Though it becomes quickly apparent that McDonaldland is in more of a Gotham City ineffectual legal system situation where those two don't really do a whole lot, and everyone just relies on the local clown to mete out his vigilante justice against the villains. So when you think about it, actually the exact opposite of Gotham City.
The burger alarm!
And let me tell you, there were a lot of villains. There was the Hamburglar, who naturally was a thief who stole hamburgers. There was also Captain Crook, a pirate who also steals food, but pretty much focused all his efforts on the Filet-O-Fish sandwich. And last, but certainly not least, there was the evil Grimace.
Oh!
Yeah, for the first
I
year
know
of the
Grimace.
McDonaldland campaign, the Grimace was a huge purple blob monster with forearms that he used to snatch up milkshakes and soda like a fast food Jabba the Hutt.
Where's the Coke? Where are the shakes?
Now, on one hand, McDonaldland and Disneyland aren't even close to each other. Like,
At all.
one is a world-class tourist destination spawned from one of the greatest entertainment minds of the century. The other is trying to sell you grilled pink goo in 30-second increments. I don't mean to be negative towards
Pink goo.
McDonaldland or anything, but it kind of has to be said. The characters are just downright creepy, and I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with me when I say that they don't achieve that same Disney magic.
Don't forget
I
to feed
agree.
the wastebaskets, because they're hungry too.
That's right, we are. And we'd like to
See, you got kids littering now because they scared of this.
Would you mind letting us have the paper, please, when you're through?
But for as fun as it is to rag on the McDonaldland production values and general weirdness, simple fact of the matter is that McDonaldland really, really worked. The 70s and 80s, McDonaldland's heyday, were boom decades for McDonald's. The corporation navigated the 1970s recession with ease, growing at an average rate of 15%. With its new recession-proof image, the McDonald's Corporation would go on to join the prestigious Dow Jones Industrial Average. The McDonaldland characters were used to launch the Happy Meal in 1979. Today, Happy Meals rake in $3 billion in revenue annually.
Oh
That is
my God. Them $4 meals be getting up like that? They be reaching numbers like that? $3 billion annually and 8.2 per day? 8 million a day? What, sign me up? Ray Kroc, sign me up, bro. I'm in. I don't care what type of, okay. When are we gonna start getting into the dark history? Because I'm not gonna lie. The only thing dark I've witnessed so far is these characters. But that's it. That's just simple, bad marketing and stuff. But, what's wrong with McDonald's? Let me know.
$8.2 million per day on Happy Meals alone. And on top of boosting food sales, the McDonaldland characters brought in untold amounts of revenue decade after decade in the forms of toys, merchandise, straight to VHS series. In short, McDonaldland was everywhere. For American kids in the 70s and 80s, it was about as ubiquitous as a marketing campaign can possibly be. And you want to know the craziest thing about it? The entire McDonaldland campaign was built on stolen intellectual property. See,
Wait, what?
creepiness and low production values aside, it's pretty plain to see how a lot of McDonaldland's inspiration was, let's say borrowed from Disneyland. Both are immersive magical worlds where costumed characters interact with children, and both feature themed attractions, though of course not all attractions are created equally. A Hamburglar-themed swing set does not a Space Mountain make. Heck, even the names are similar. I mean, come on, McDonaldland? Like, did McDonald's even consider a second name, or did they just immediately rubber stamp the first thing that popped into Ray Kroc's head? The only thing that would make the ripoff even more direct was if this place was called Crocland. Actually, Crocland would be pretty cool. And this whole practice of borrowing ideas, let's just say McDonald's is no stranger to the practice. If nothing else, Ray Kroc was a man who knew great business ideas when he saw them. He recognized the McDonald Brothers speedy service system as a great idea. He recognized Harry Sonneborn's model of leasing company-owned real estate to franchisees as a great idea.
So Ray Kroc is just the mastermind behind it all, but so McDonald's is named after kind of like the inventors, McDonald Brothers.
He obviously recognized the brilliance of Disneyland, but it doesn't stop there. The inspirations get even more intense. The Ronald McDonald character was rather liberally borrowed in affect and style from another baby boomer kid culture phenomenon, Bozo the Clown, a TV series that syndicated its live clown show concept to different regions by having local TV employees wear identical makeup. And yes, this is what The Simpsons' Krusty the Clown was a direct satire of. One of those local TV guys was future national TV news icon Willard Scott, who McDonald's hired to recreate his version of the routine as the first ever Ronald McDonald, after some trial and error with the costume, of course.
Mom told me never to talk to strangers.
Well, your brother's right as always, but I'm Ronald McDonald.
Bro,
Give me a McDonald's.
That's not a clown. That's clearly a bomb. That's a bomb. He got a McDonald's cup on his nose. An old cup. Somebody drank out of that. This is a bomb. He's wearing burger sheets, bro. Get him out of here.
Hey.
And if McDonald's had just stopped there, if they had merely borrowed McDonaldland concepts from Disney and Bozo the Clown, yeah, probably wouldn't be a lawsuit. There's a connection, certainly, but not a direct ripoff. But McDonaldland clearly crossed into copyright infringement territory when it came to H.R. Pufnstuf, a 1969 television series, lol, about a young boy who visits a magical island where everything is alive and ruled over by a friendly dragon that acts as the mayor. Yeah, I don't know what's harder to believe here, the fact that that thing's a mayor or that thing's a dragon. The show, created by Sid and Marty Croft, featured their signature blend of live-action actors, puppets, and light special effects. Huh, why do those talking trees suddenly look so familiar? 17 episodes of H.R. Pufnstuf hit the airwaves in 1969, but the show was so popular that those same 17 episodes remained on TV via reruns and syndication until 1985. Decades later, Pufnstuf was named one of TV Guide's top cult shows ever. McDonald's ad agency at the time, Needham, Harper, and Steers, thought that this was exactly the vibe and audience that they were looking for with McDonaldland. So they went to the Crofts with a proposal of, hey, would you like to do the Pufnstuf thing again, but like this time everything is themed around hamburgers? And well, yes, some progress was made. The Crofts eventually got a call that the agency was gonna go in a completely different direction, which was a complete lie because the McDonaldland campaign hit TV just a few months later, and things looked a bit similar to Pufnstuf.
A bit similar? Oh no, they copied and pasted their whole formula. Oh my goodness. Oh my, McDonald's.
Potion I'm brewing. It's guaranteed.
None of this is dark yet though. I still want to eat McDonald's.
It's just about ready.
Oh, my psychedelic electric hamburger machine will make the best hamburger in the world.
Boom.
Possible reason for the similarities? McDonald's ad agency straight up hired many of the same voice actors and production crew who'd worked on Pufnstuf to perform more or less the same functions.
Stand right side up.
I am right side up. You're upside down.
And they're upside down.
No, Grimace, you are.
The most
Grimace
egregious
is
was
crazy.
Mayor McCheese. He looked like Pufnstuf, had the same job and uniform as Pufnstuf. Even his voice actor was doing the same voice as Dr. Blinky the Owl from Pufnstuf.
You ought to know by now that all owls say who.
What'll we do? Oh my, this is awful.
To add insult to injury, McDonaldland even got a lucrative licensing deal with the Ice Capades, which, if you're not familiar, was a touring show where kids could see their favorite characters doing what they do best, triple axels on ice skates. This was a big deal because up until that point, the Crofts had always gotten the Ice Capades deal for themselves. This was too much for even a couple of mild-mannered puppeteers to take, and the Crofts did what had to be done. They sued McDonald's ad agency.
Did they win?
What do you have
to say for yourself. A likely story.
He's guilty.
Yep, in 1971, Puff and Stuff dragged Ronald and the gang straight into a federal copyright lawsuit, which, as these things are wont to do, dragged on for years behind the scenes of what was otherwise one of the most successful ad campaigns in history. An ad campaign that for a time was the template by which all other fast food marketing was judged.
Burger King,
Ronald and his
KFC.
kid friends were skipping through the hamburger patches doing G-rated battle with silly pirates. Literally at the same moment, they were also fighting for their very survival in appellate court. And guess what? They lost. The court granted McDonald's a grace period to transform McDonaldland into something less infringing, and so Big Mac, Mayor McCheese, and the Professor all got the boot, while the human
What they turn into?
characters like Hamburglar and Captain got softened up and made more mascot-like. It also meant that the concept of McDonaldland itself, a magical place that pretty closely resembles the world of HR Puff and Stuff, had to go too, which is why Ronald started kicking around in real-world locations surrounded by new non-copyright infringing friends, stuff that is probably a lot more familiar to all us 90s kids. In the end, the courts
I don't
forced
know
the
none of
company to
this.
pay fees totaling, get this,
$1 million.
$1 million.
alright, it was $1,044,000.
That's it? That's it? That's not even a day's work and like that's not even a day's of McDonald's revenue at all. You take that little 1 million. Take that little 1 million off my hands.
To be precise. Adjusted for inflation, those $1,044,1977 would be worth $4.5 million today dollars.
Yeah,
which
see?
again isn't even close to the company's Happy Meal sales on a given day. So yeah, it seems the HR Puff and Stuff lawsuit taught McDonald's a valuable lesson, and the lesson was crime definitely pays. For an entire generation of Americans, McDonaldland is inextricably linked to the McDonald's brand, a brand that today is valued over $88 billion. Ronald McDonald, who himself was kind of a sketchy copy, may have lost some of his explicit rip-off friends as a result of the court's decision, but who needs friends when you're
We got
McRich?
money.
He's been laughing all the way to the McBank ever since. But hey, that's just the perfect opportunity for me to congratulate the sponsor of today's episode, Fetch, on their savvy approach to advertising.
Oh. That's it. Alright. I mean, none of it made me not want to eat McDonald's. They just up now. I know they got their paper. I ain't mad at them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, I thought they was gonna tell me about something about how they put kids in their chicken nuggets or something, or lost dogs or something. I don't know. I thought it would be something like that. But I'm glad it wasn't, because I'm not gonna lie, these chicken nuggets are good. But nah, man, I don't know. This just got me thinking. It make you think about fast food for real though, because like, let me tell you what happened today. So I'm on my way to pick up this 10-piece nugget, right? And, you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of in a rush. I get in the line, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, McDonald's fast food, it shouldn't take that long, right? I get in the line, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of a long line. It's like 2-3 cars in front of me. I'm like, all right, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? They knock them out real quick. Do. It gets to me. Ask for my 10-piece nugget meal, barbecue sauce, and a fruit punch. Easy. You know what I'm saying? I real quick got my debit card out and everything, ready to go to the line. Now, when we get to the first window is the pay window, right? And you get your food at the second window, which me personally, I feel like that's kind of weird, but I mean, you get your food right at the next window, supposedly, which that's supposed to like balance it out. Like, okay, I may have to pay first, but I'm gonna be getting my food right after, right? You know what I'm saying? Normally, same time. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get scammed, but you go to the next window. I pay for my food at the first window. I go to the second window. They give me my drink. That's it. They say, "Can you pull around?" Oh, can I pull around? You want me to go over there? I don't know who's over there. It could be a whole nother restaurant. You know what I'm saying? That's finessing. They're finessing us, bro. You know what I'm saying? That defeats the purpose of fast food to me. It's not fast no more. Now I'm in line for 20 minutes. Sitting there waiting for 10-piece nuggets. I didn't drink my drink all. Now I need a refill. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all thought to think about fast food, period. And y'all don't do. If y'all don't do the video too much, the comment button, like button, no button, subscribe, and all buttons. Because guess what? We're still eating McDonald's. We're gone.